trail is definitely closing in on us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Something made a nest in here.
Abandoned camper.
Should have taken a couple detours and avoided some pinstripes. We're almost there. We're so close.
If you're new here, we're Brian and Emily, and this is our 14-year-old adventure pup, Wes. In July 2024, we traded in our careers for a different kind of life, one built on a simple idea: see as much as we can while we can. This summer, we're wandering the Mountain West in search of solitude, untamed landscapes, and adventures far off the beaten path. So settle in and come along for the ride.
We still have about 130 miles left of this trail, and it got really rough, steep, rutted out quick. So we're gonna air down because this is gonna be a long journey. Yard sale.
We're on the Montana Backcountry Discovery Route right now, or BDR for short. And if you're not familiar with BDRs, they are routes that are put together through states so that you can travel through them mainly on dirt roads. They're actually put together originally for motorcycles, but we do take advantage of their trails and the ones that they have strung together in the van. We have to be really careful though, because trails that might work well for a motorcycle don't always work well for a van, and we found that out the hard way the first time we were ever on a BDR, which was just earlier this summer in Idaho. We fell in love with the concept though of being able to travel through the state on back roads, and we had to try one here in Montana. We're on section 3 right now. We're not going to do the entire BDR, but I'm excited to see what this has in store for us. And this is actually the first year that the Montana BDR has been completed. They just completed routing it this year and putting together these routes. So I think it's pretty special to be here the inaugural year.
We've got one more pound in the front right tire.
Over the years, we've learned, and sometimes the hard way, that you really can't have enough supplies when you're about to go off-grid down a backcountry road like this. One of those supplies that I think kind of gets overlooked sometimes is making sure that you have extra power to keep everything running in your van, which is why I'm so excited to say that Bluetti is today's video sponsor. At 2,073 watt hours and 2,600 watts, it definitely packs a punch. We could actually run up to 9 devices at the same time through all the AC, USB-C, USB-A, and DC ports. Not that we ever have run that many at the same time, but we could if we wanted to. And if the battery's not in a convenient area for us to check and see how it's doing, all we have to do is connect to the Bluetti app over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, and we can control it and look right there and see what the battery percentage is at. When we're moving, it's easy to charge DC to DC from the van battery, or when it's sunny with solar. We also love the sleek flat top and handles, which makes it super packable. It's also incredibly quiet, so you don't have to hear it in a tight space like the van. This battery is designed for long-term use and comes with a 5-year warranty, so you also have that peace of mind. If you're looking for a reliable portable power station, we really stand behind Bluetti, which is why we are so excited that we have a discount code for you that we will put in the description along with a link, and that really does help us out if you choose to use it. And we would also like to say a big thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video. Now let's hit the trail.
I get asked a lot what we air down to. It's all up to your own comfort level, obviously, and what you're driving. But I usually go down to 22 to 20 in the front and 25, 30 in the back. Usually when you start rolling and things heat up, you gain about 3 to 5 pounds. By the time we get to where we're going today, 25 in the front, 30 in the back. But it's also worth noting that when you stop for the night and it gets cold, you could wake up to a loss of pressure. So we've been down to about 18 in the front in the morning, and that's about as low as I would want to go in this vehicle. And that's just what works for us. Never blown a bead, knock on wood. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing.
Oh God.
But it's really gonna help smooth this ride out and also give us some grip on some of these steep sections, because there's some really loose stuff here and some big boulders so far. So anything to make this ride a little more comfortable.
Driving through West Virginia, and I've seldom been thinner, with that chip on my shoulder.
We've been on the road now for about maybe a little over an hour. We just came across this really nice campsite. I know Wes is gonna approve. There's a nice creek here. You can get some fresh water, cool his little paws off. There's also some hand-cut benches. So I think we're gonna call this home for the night.
Spent the most of it tongue-tied, and I wish I'd had more time listening to you speak your mind. Now I'm thinking about it every day, on my mind a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day, on my mind a typical way. Are you a life force? Drinking coffee black as iron, and I couldn't be much higher without falling out of my chair. I've been so numb for so many years. Now I'm thinking about it every day, on my mind a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about her every day, on my mind a typical way.
Garlic salt patty for the lady. Black and tan for the man. Nothing like cooking up some fresh cheeseburgers in grizzly country. Is this your idea?
I mean, that just looks like an SOS signal for bears right there. You got a cheeseburger? I don't know. I'm an American cheese girl. What kind of cheese are you guys? What kind of cheese? Or maybe you're no cheese, or maybe you're no burger. Let us know. Leave a comment below. Thank you.
We got so little.
They do get little. They go, oh no, are you cute?
Boop. Wes has the zoomies. Or he saw something. If you see something, say something.
I heard something really coming towards us and I totally thought it was an animal.
No, because Wes came running over here like he was running from something. We were joking around about, did you see a bear? And then 2 people come down on bikes.
Just wish I'd spend more time listening to her speak her mind. Thinking about it every day, on my mind a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day, on my mind a typical way. Are you a life force? Thinking about it every day.
Good morning, big guy. Good night.
Where am I supposed to sleep?
It's his bed. He just lets us use it. Good morning. It was a very peaceful, cozy night here on the BDR. I think we saw one car yesterday. We make some coffee. We got my all-time favorite Tillamook burn here. Thank you, Carrie and Patrick. Every time we see you guys, you show up with a bag of this, and it's the best stuff ever. Makes me so happy. Wes doesn't like coffee because he has to wait for his breakfast. There's 4 minutes in the day that just Wes, it torments Wes, and it's the 2 minutes per meal that he has to wait for his food to soak up this water. Oh, it's so good. It's gonna be a good day. I'm excited to run this trail. Let's see what it throws at us. We set up the game cam last night because it is so quiet here. That one car driving by. So let's see if we got any action on this. All right. We've only got 7 clips. That's not a good sign because most of those are gonna be me setting it up and Wes going potty in the morning. What's this? That's all we get. Bugs, Wes, and Brian. In the 2 years we've been using this thing, we've had a deer and a unwanted human one night. But it's still fun to try. We'll get something.
Hard to make the bed with the dog on it.
Are you ready, buddy? Let's go for an adventure.
We've got a couple of fun stops today that I'm really excited to show you, and I just think it is so cool that you can drive through most of a state on just dirt roads. I love that BDR has put this together and that Montana officially has one now. Do make sure though, because they are meant for motorcycles, you're doing a lot of research. The sections can really vary and some can be pretty technical, especially in a large vehicle like this. Also make sure that you are giving motorcyclists the right of way. They can come up on you pretty fast and it's just a good thing to pull over and be courteous to them.
It's another reason why I really love having the wolf box up here. I'm obviously checking my mirrors all the time, but I always have my eyes on the wolf box to make sure that no one, like a motorcycle, isn't creeping up on us, because if you're not paying attention and you swerve to miss a pothole or a rut or something, you don't want to take one out that might be trying to pass you. So it's just another angle, another viewpoint that we really love having in the van. First stop today on the BDR is at the Empire Mine. This mine was discovered in 1880 and they were able to get copper, gold, silver, and lead out of it. Looks like it changed hands quite a bit over the past 100 years. It is for sale if you want to buy a mine, but it is private property, so we're just gonna stay down here and check it out. It's pretty cool though. There's a really cool photo of it when it was in full operation. One of the many things you'll see on the Discovery Route. Hasn't been too bad so far, but the trail is definitely closing in on us. We might have some pine needles inside the van now. Trail's definitely turning into a tunnel. I think we can keep pushing through. We're gonna break that, but that's fine.
I really don't love this. I think we're trying to figure out what to do. Brian's backing out. I'm worried about this big branch and then these other ones.
I'm gonna come as close to here as I can,
Okay.
this side.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You're gonna hit it.
See if I can break it with the frame, and it starts to get towards the solar. No.
You broke it, but I don't think it broke clean. I think you're gonna scratch the solar.
All right, my biggest concern right now is damaging our solar panels. So I'm gonna cut this piece off. I think we can squeeze through. Woo, that was a little exciting.
Let's hope that's the worst of it. We still have a long way to go.
Yeah, it's okay, it was fun. And the trail gods
Oh shit.
wanted a sacrifice.
Oh my gosh.
Hopefully that's all the trail requires for me. Rite of passage.
You're good. You're good. Nice. We've reached a crossing point with the Continental Divide Trail. If you're unfamiliar with it, it is one of the trails in the United States that runs all the way from Mexico to the Canadian border. I kind of hope maybe one day in the future we can hike it, either that or the PCT. But I was really hoping to see some hikers because we would totally offer to fill up their water and give them some cherries, share those that we got yesterday, but I don't see anyone around.
And this is also about the halfway point to this section of the BDR that we're doing. From what we've seen online, what we just went through was probably the worst of it. We're not 100% sure. We'll find out. We're gonna keep pushing on.
Could it be, I'll never stand up taller? Could it be that nothing's gonna change when the muscles round my brain start to make me feel insane? I think it's time to get on the road again. Could it be that I am getting older? Could it be that everything is changing?
So it looks like we're gonna be on pavement for a little while. We're not exactly sure how long, and when we do hit the dirt again, it might not even be worth airing down. If it's like this last few miles we've done, it hasn't been that bad. So we're gonna air back up, and I just noticed something made a nest in here.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think the next time we get to a car wash, I'm gonna be doing some extra spraying.
We just passed through the really cute and historic town of Remini and stopped to take a picture of that mannequin in a window and got to meet the owner, actually, Phil. Thank you, Phil, for the history lesson. Phil's been living there for over 40 years. Has seen the town change a lot in those 40 years, but also shared some really cool things with us. It was founded in the late 1800s, originally as a mining town, until the price of silver plummeted in the late 1800s and it kind of declined. But then during World War II, actually just down the road, they had a dog training center for special forces dogs that they were training to parachute into places like Norway and Europe to then lead dog sled teams to take special forces into some really remote areas that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get to. When the war ended, the program faded away and hardly anyone knew about it. But still some really cool history in the area and a fun little stop on the BDR. Now we've got still about 100, less than 100, like 80 miles to get to Butte. We're hoping to get there today, so keep on trekking.
Got about 60 miles left. Wes needs a potty break. We need a potty break. Yard sale.
This is the notorious abandoned camper on this section. Just hope we can get around it okay. I think we can. Major fork in the road.
Major fork in the road. I'll let you figure that out.
This is what I've been using to navigate, and it works, but you gotta pay attention to it because it's really easy to go the wrong way.
We didn't show it, but we did air back down. The roads just got really rough again, and it's been a lot of washboard. In total, so far, we've hit about 19 miles of pavement, and some of that is Interstate 70, I believe.
No, I-15.
I-15, sorry, not 70, I-15. And so we definitely want to be aired up for that, but we only have about 35, 40 miles left, airing down for comfort. This section is not supposed to be that bad, but neither was the pass we went over, and that was kind of shake, rattle, and roll. But we're getting so close to finishing this route. I'm really excited.
I had a dream last night. I dreamt that I was swimming in the stars up above, directionless and drifting, and somewhere in the dark were the sirens and the thunder, and around me as I swam, the drifters who'd gone under. Time, love, time, love.
There have been a couple times when we could have taken a different route away from the BDR and then gotten back onto it. But we want to do it true, we want to do it right. We're getting so close to the end. And maybe we should have taken a couple detours and avoided some pinstripes. But it's been really fun. This has been a super fun trail to be on. And we're almost there. We're so close.
Rusting far below me, battered hulls and broken hardships, Leviathan and lonely. I was thirsty, so I drank. And though it was salt water, there was something about the way it tasted so familiar. Time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love, time, love.
We did it! We completed section 3 of the Montana BDR from Lincoln to Butte, Montana. We stayed true to the route, 150 miles, almost all dirt road. So much fun, a little bit challenging, but so glad we did it. We're glad you guys came along with us, and if you enjoyed these BDR routes, let us know, and we'll maybe there'll be more in the future. We really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing, like, hype, and we'll see you next week. Bye!
This is so crazy beautiful.